It has been a long time since I have tested a CFMOTO CFORCE ATV. In fact, I can't even remember the last time that I did. I've been testing the Z-Force and the U-Force side-by-sides, and that's really taken up a lot of my time. So I'm pretty excited to be able to swing a leg back over a brand new 2025 CFMOTO CFORCE 1000 Touring. Now, if you haven't seen the new CFORCE, you'd better stop and take a look, a real good look, because this is the highest quality, the best fit and finish, and probably the best looking ATV I have ever seen from an offshore manufacturer. In fact, the style and fit might just be the best fit and finish that I've ever seen industry-wide. CFMOTO isn't here to play, they're here to win, and this new CFORCE is definitely a force to be reckoned with. Now, before we jump in too far, I do want to mention that this is the Canadian version of the CFORCE, and that does change a few things here in Canada, namely that it comes with a 5-year limited warranty. That is right, 5 years. And I also want to mention that if you want to compare this CFORCE 1000 Touring with the competition, you'll have to take into account all these included features. Okay, here goes. Factory 3,500 pound winch, 4-mode power steering, downhill assist, handguards and mirrors, 14-inch aluminum rims, aggressive 27-inch CST Stag tires, full LED lighting package all around with insanely cool Ford Lightning-like signature lighting, a 7-inch fully customizable TFT screen, and wait, yes, piggyback shocks with fully adjustable compression and even rebound clickers, as well as threaded preload adjustability. Okay, that was a long list. And get this, the fully feature-packed price tag is $3,250 cheaper than the competitive model Polaris and $4,700 cheaper than the comparable Can-Am. Plus, the 5-year limited warranty is included. Now that's starting to look like a pretty incredible deal, but one thing that I do know from my many years in the off-road world, just because something's a good deal doesn't always mean that it's worth it. So sure, CFMOTO has a 963cc EFI V-twin, but it can't be as good as the North American competition, can it? And if it was, it can't be as reliable, can it? And if it was, it can't be as affordable. Oh, wait, I already answered that one. The CFMOTO made single overhead cam 8-valve engine that's thumping under the plastics of my CFORCE test unit is actually pretty remarkable and delivers a whopping 84 horsepower and 62 feet-pound of torque. I mean, think about it. Outside of North American manufacturers, this is the only place you're going to find a 1000cc ATV. The power delivered is surprising, it hits hard from down low to top-end runouts, and the CVTech IBC clutches are doing their thing to efficiently and smoothly transfer that power to the ground. If you really want to set sail, there's an aggressive, powerful response waiting. However, the engine characteristics also allow for a very rideable, linear delivery if you're not meshing the throttle with the hand grips, meaning low-speed trail and technical sections are quite confidence-inspiring. Why, you might ask? Well, this engine package is high-tech, with drive-by-wire throttle, as well as selectable power modes of work, regular, and sport that helps to deliver the right throttle response for the situation that you're using your CFORCE in. Now, I know what you're thinking. AJ, that 84 horsepower isn't the 88 of the Polaris, and it's definitely not the 101 of the Can-Am. But another thing that I've learned over time is it's not always about horsepower. Now, I'm not here to tell you that the 17 horsepower bump of the Can-Am isn't noticeable. Sure it is, but when you compare this CFORCE to the Can-Am and the Polaris, it easily holds its own in the power department. Corner-to-corner throttle inputs break the wheels loose when you want it. Come to a little roller, grab the throttle, and it'll lift those front wheels without hesitation. Put it in four-wheel drive, and you can be sure that there's no issue breaking all four wheels traction. The sophistication and refinement of this new CFORCE for 2025 truly is next level. CFMOTO should not be looked at as a budget ATV. Sure, you're going to save enough to buy this touring as well as a kid's ATV, but you're also going to get a world-class competitive ride all at the same time, and a 5-year warranty to boot. Yeah, I know that I sound like a bit of a fanboy for this 2025 CFMOTO CFORCE, but at the end of the day, it is pretty close to perfect. But is it perfect? No. I've always got things that I want to change. The cool customizable screen that connects to your phone via Bluetooth for phone and audio connection, well, I'd probably just leave the connectivity stuff alone until there's a built-in GPS. The suspension package? It's massively adjustable and does ride very well, soaks up the bumps, and provides a sporty feeling suspension ride through the smaller trail chatter bumps all the way up to the big hard edge landmines. But a compression and rebound adjustable non-branded shock wouldn't be my first pick, both for optics as well as serviceability down the road. Sure, you can rebuild it with fresh oil, but internal hard parts on a non-branded shock 5 or 10 years from now could be tough to locate. Now, CFMOTO is working with Fox on some of their other vehicles, so a QS3 reservoir damper would be the perfect fit and not only increase the overall quality feel of the build, but allow very easy serviceability down the road. All in all, these are pretty minor complaints, and I can say with absolute assurance that this is an ATV that I would own. CFMOTO should no longer be looked at as just an offshore brand. They can stand on their own merits with ATVs and side-by-sides that are impressive across the board, not the least of which is this 2025 CFORCE 1000 Touring.